video, we will be covering up ways in which you could be making sales and getting clients out of a very small audience. Hi guys, my name is Nishita Agarwal and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Do not buy followers. If you really want sales, if you really want money, if you really want to influence people, if you want people to know about you, never buy followers, because you just don't know what their quality is. They could be complete bots, you could be getting scammed, and it's absolutely a very trashy way to ever start your business or make a career out of it. So never buy followers. So the number one tip that I have for you if you really want to get clients via Instagram is to not worry about the number of followers that you have, but to focus on the kind of content that you're putting up, the frequency, the consistency, and also how are you really adding into the community? Are you becoming a copycat and just copying other pieces of work that you see that are working out with bigger influencers and just serving it to your smaller audience? Or are you actually being creative, at the same time being consistent with new ideas on how you can be helping, even if a small audience? How are you really adding in more information, more happiness, more creativity, more ideas to their life? How are you actually showing up in front of your small audience? That is what counts. Stop looking at your followers number and being like, oh my god, I don't have so much audience, that's the reason I'm not selling. Don't. This mindset will always be a mindset block for you, which will never allow you to grow. It doesn't matter if you have 10 followers, 100 followers, or 1,000 followers. You can completely be getting booked out if you follow tip by tip what I'm going to be sharing with you. Method number one that I want to really share with you in this video is messaging. And it's always comes down to your messaging. Now, if you are a copywriter or if you've been a part of sales, you know how important messaging is. And let me just share with you all the techniques how you can be using the same idea of messaging when it comes to your Instagram content, Instagram stories, Instagram reels, IGTV, and whatnot. So, who do you help? Why do you help? And how do you help? Who, why, how? These are the three questions that you need to be asking yourself even before I tell you exactly how to have the conversations to convert those people. Because if you do not know who, how, and why of your business right now, it will very be difficult to customize every single offer, to customize every single product piece, to customize every single course material according to the different kind of people that you will be coming across on the platform, because every single person is very unique. But do you have a very amazing piece of content, or do you have a very amazing piece of course or a digital product that you can serve, and that will be able to give them the kind of results that you promise? If you do not have that right now, this is the time to really understand who, why, and how of your business. Knowing the why of your business is very important, because that is the thing that is going to make you wake up early in the morning, start working, and keep at it, because it really is not an overnight success. Instagram, YouTube, or any other social media platform was never, to be honest, an overnight success. So stop treating it like one. You have to be consistent on it. You have to show up daily. You have to show up weekly. You have to show up monthly, and then yearly, of course. So understand the why of your business. And how do you help them is something very important. If you're into one-to-one coaching, if you're into consultancy, if you're into agency model, try and understand what exactly are you into, what is you're offering to the person. Or if you're into product business, what are you going to, what are you going to give to them? How is the delivery process really going to run around, and all of those things. So really try and understand these three factors before you actually ever even start with your messaging, because these three things will really define how your messaging works out. The next thing that I really want to cover up in this video is to niche down, but at the very same time, also validate your niche, also validate your market, also validate your audience, also validate your product and your offering. So Nishita, how do I even do that? To validate your niche, it's very easy. All you have to do is look at people who are doing similar, or who are offering similar services, similar products, similar offerings as you, and it becomes then very simple to, one, validate your business idea, because then you know that there's a need because somebody else is doing too. Then you also understand that there is an audience out there. So there's a need, there's an audience. Then all you need to do is get some testimonials, get some proof, get some track record for your product, for your service. And how do you do that? Let me just cover that in a bit. To use the power of Instagram in the right way and to really optimize every single piece of content that you're putting out. Well, if you do not know how to optimize your content when you put it out on Instagram, I'll leave links below. It's a very huge topic to be covered in much detail, and I've done some parts of it in other videos as well, so you can check them out. Now, coming back to how do you really even test out your product, your service for the very first time? The best way to really do this is to get some beta testers. Now, what are beta testers? They could be people that you give your offering for free or at a reduced price or for a minimum time period by which you could get some feedback from them. Again, test out your product, change your product, innovate your product or your offering, and then again launch it. This really helps in two things. One, it helps you build a feedback system so that you do have testimonials, you do have some feedback, you do know what works, what does not work, right? And it also allows you to launch, go to the market, which is a very important thing. Till the time you don't go to the market, it's all in your head. And if in your head, it will always look perfect. It will never not look perfect in your head. And you really need to get out of your head, serve people, take feedback, and again test out your product, because that's how your product will get more precious, will get more valuable. You will be easily able to increase the prices and go ahead with serving more people just the way that you want to do in your business. So always make sure that if you're just launching the very first time, get some beta testers. They could be family members if they're interested in whatever you're offering. It could be friends, it could be past workers, past clients. It can also be people that are very much interested, and you could have like a contract done with them that you will give a piece of your course, a piece of your video course for like beta testing in return for a testimonial, and then they could buy in the service if they really want it. So always make sure that when you're starting and when you're very small, to not actually keep high prices, keep people away from you. The idea is to get more people in, okay, to get more feedback when you're just starting, so that you validate your offer to the limit that you have confidence in it. And once you have confidence in it, with a lot of feedback, with a lot of social proof, you will easily be able to convert people from just ideal customers to paid customers. The next thing that can really be helping you if you are a small audience right now to really level up your game is to do business collaborations. Well, you must have heard so many people doing business collaborations, and not just small brands, but big brands do it all the time too. You must have seen so many food companies come together just to increase their sales, or they might be actually from very different niches, very different industries, and they still come together to market their product together because they know it goes hand in hand. So figure out niches, figure out industries that could really benefit from your offering, who already have a customer base, so that together you could GTM, which is go to the market, and get a lot more customers to buy in, because this will also help the already established audience, already established people, to get to know about you. And because they will be buying the other brand, and probably they're buying your product, your course, or your offering as a side offer, probably through this side offering they will actually buy into your upsells as to own your audience. Now, when you are starting new, and believe me, when I was starting new 2 years ago, this is one of the biggest mistakes I probably made, and that was to not own my audience regardless of that platform or away from that platform. What that means is, if for some reason my Instagram or my YouTube was shut down or was temporarily blocked, I really did not have any other way of contacting those people, because one, I never used to collect phone numbers, I never had an email list till very recently, and all of those things. And it really slowed down the way that I did my business. So if you are starting new, no matter if you're into digital products or physical products, always have some system of owning your audience, of owning your potential leads, potential customers, or even people who just had an intent of buying but did not buy, because maybe 6 months down the line they will come back again if you keep in touch with them. So always have a way of reaching out to those people, nurturing those people, and getting back to them on calls, because that's how business, that's how you will again and again remind them of a need that they had, that they did not really come in terms to, did not buy in, did not invest into. So make sure that you do that. Own your audience outside of the platform as well. Now, one question that I get a lot is, Nishita, if I have different kind of markets section and I really am trying to accumulate all of them together, how do I do that? And which niche should I really focus on, and which niche should I not focus on? Well, the answer is quite easy. Understand that if whatever you're offering is a mix and match of all of those different things, different niches, put them together. But also understand, when you're doing that, what you're creating is a very unique combination, and only those kind of people will be attracted into that. Let's say, for example, if you're into cooking and plus you're doing a mismatch of digital marketing with it, or doing some kind of public speaking with it, understand that only people who fall into the category of cooking and who fall under the category of digital marketing as an interest, only those people will be interested in seeing your contact, talking to you, reaching out to you. So before you even get into such crazy mixes, always validate your niche, always validate your business idea, always validate whatever offering that you're going to be giving. Do not waste 6 months, 7 months building a crazy offer that you think is amazing but does not work in the market, because there is nobody who is interested in it, right? And that is all for this video. I really hope that this video really pulled you in, filled you up with ideas, and really felt a lot of high energy. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, it's me. Bye.